Rock Salad TV. 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 Rock Salad TV.
What's the last song you heard that you said, wow, I really like that, I wish I wrote that?
The last song, let me see now. Ironically enough, it might have been, you know, like something Skrillex wrote. Just because, and he doesn't write songs so much as, you know, these soundscapes, but the whole EDM thing, you know, branched off into such sort of original directions, you know, real departure in some ways. And it's had a big influence, but it hasn't had an influence on radio, which is kind of the difference, you know, huge at festivals and things like that, and huge in car commercials, things like that. Car commercials and movie soundtracks and that sort of thing. EDM is big, and especially, you know, the bass and drum, really freaky deaky EDM. So I did a little dabbling around, like an album called State. I dabble around with that a little bit. There's likely been things more recently, but you know, unfortunately, we're not in a great place musically. Music is audience driven. You know, it's always audience driven. You can't force the audience to listen to anything, even if you think it's brilliant. And unfortunately, at this particular part in time, the only people who buy music are adolescent and teenage girls. Boys are all like buying video games and stuff now. They're not buying music. And so all of the songs are being written to the mentality of an adolescent girl, you know, and it's impossible to identify with. So I don't know when that's going to change. It's probably got to change at a certain point, because it used to be the opposite way around. All the highest paid performers were all men, you know, all male acts and stuff like that, and women always were getting the short end. Now the highest paid performer in the world is Taylor Swift, and not far behind that is Adele, you know, and all these other, you know, female artists who are singing female themes.
Rock Salad TV. 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 Rock Salad TV.